I think this one will do it. I am done collecting materials for my project.
Wait, so sit. Oh, okay.
Hi, it's Steph, and today we are going to go foraging for some greenery to use in a Thanksgiving centerpiece. I'm going to share a project with you that I have been doing for the last couple of years, and that is collecting greenery or any kind of material really from my garden to use in a Thanksgiving centerpiece. This is completely free. You just have to go out to your yard and look for some items that you can use, and I'll show you some examples of that as I go through and collect some for my own centerpiece. I have a lot of pine trees in my yard, so I'm going to use some of this as the base for my centerpiece. And I'm going to collect some from this tree and some from over there. And it doesn't matter what you use or what you get. You just want to use natural materials that you can find. And yeah, that's it. Right outside my vegetable garden, I have these plumes. I'm pretty sure these are some kind of weed. They're tall green grasses, but these plumes are really pretty and they look pretty fall-esque. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut a few of these to use as well. George is taking one for the team and cutting some branches down for me in a spot that, no, I think if you have like three, I think that's good. That'll be good. Yeah, I can make that work. Such a good sport. Always going along with my shenanigans. I think this one will do it. Be a nice accent of red. These leaves still look in pretty good shape. Get one more. I am done collecting materials for my project. I got some maple leaves, some birch leaves, some grassy plumes, dried up hydrangeas, and some berries I found in the woods, as well as some pine greenery. So I am going to go ahead into my dining room and start putting together my Thanksgiving centerpiece. So here we are in my dining room, and I have already put the table linens on the table so that I can work on the centerpiece, and then I will finish my table once I'm done. But what I'm going to use as a base for my centerpiece is just this candle holder that I actually thrifted last year right before Thanksgiving because I wanted something that could hold some tapered candles. I was looking for some brass candlesticks, but I couldn't find them. And so this was fine. And I didn't really care what it looked like as long as it could hold some candles because I did plan on covering it with whatever greens I used to make my centerpiece. Now I am doing this about a week before Thanksgiving so that I can show you what my process is for creating my foraged centerpiece. But if you were to cut some greenery in your garden or in your yard, you would want to make sure to do that only about a day before because they won't hold very long. Once you've cut them, they'll start to dry up and shrivel and not look very, very good. So unless you have like a floral foam, those that hold some water, in that case, you might be able to do them a couple of days in advance. Otherwise, I would suggest no later than maybe a day before. So let's get going. I am going to start with the bottom layer, which I'm going to use my greenery, and I'm going to use my pine that I gathered. Kind of just start layering things how you see fit. Now, if you have trees that you cut or pieces of branches that you cut that let some sap go, you would want to throw something under here that would maybe line your table so you don't damage your linens. And that's actually what I'm going to do. I'm just going to get some plastic wrap. You can use parchment paper, wax paper, or even some press and seal or cling wrap. And you're literally just going to layer. Now, when you're making a centerpiece, the only thing that I would suggest, and it's something that I try to keep in mind when I'm doing it myself, is that you want to make sure that you don't make it too high, because you want your guests to be able to talk to each other. So kind of keep it at eye level or just below eye level. And the process that I use is just to kind of keep both sides symmetrical. So if I do something on one side, I go ahead and I do the same thing on the other. Okay, I think that's it for the red leaves. And next I'm going to add some yellow foliage. And I have a beautiful birch that I grabbed these leaves from, that George cut down for me. So I'm going to use these. I'm really liking the way it's looking so far. So next I'm going to use, I think, my hydrangeas. And then I'll clean this all up so you can get a better visual of what it looks like. And let's add these plumes. I'm pretty happy with it. I think that this turned out really well. So I'm gonna do some cleanup and then I will finish off the table and show you what it looks like. I forgot the berries. Let's add some of the berries as well. Now, this isn't bittersweet. This is some kind of berry that I found out in my woods. Well, I really like the way that this year's turned out. And if I can find photos of my centerpiece from last year, I'll include it for you to take a look. But every year is going to look different, which is the fun of it, because it all depends on what material you can find when you're out foraging. But I really like the way that this one turned out. I like that it's nice and low, and then the candles give it some vertical interest and a really nice warm glow. But if you do use candles in your centerpiece, I know it's kind of obvious, but because this is dried material, it is very quick to catch. So you don't want to let your candles get too low and risk potentially catching your centerpiece on fire. It might make a good story for years to come, but probably one you want to avoid. But in this season of giving thanks, I just wanted to thank all of my followers and subscribers for being here and for leaving such wonderful comments when you watch my videos. I appreciate all of you, and thank you so much, and I hope that you have a wonderful Thanksgiving with your families.
Rocco's ready for Thanksgiving dinner. He's saying, where's the turkey, Mom? Right? Want the turkey? Rocco wants the turkey. Good big good boy, you gotta sit. Oh, okay, okay.
Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, please hit the thumbs up button, and please consider subscribing so you don't miss any of my future videos. And we'll see you soon.